And we are live. How's it going, Runaway Warlords? I am Samurai Drew. I'm joined by DarkBriton, Cool Kid, Sagreen, Cool Kid with the camera today. We got the live cam.
Dude, this is an
Don't scare
experience
'em.
I'm not ready for.
But you are. Sagreen is looking good with his camera as well. I don't want to make you feel left out. You do look like you have a golden room that you're in. I think you are in a King Tut's palace, it looks like.
It's somewhat of a golden room, somewhat orange.
Well, it looks gold on my end, so I don't know.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I accidentally peeked trying to get everything up.
Oh, I see.
Oh man, this is about to be so much fun.
Okay, so
I'm on your mark. I'm on
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mark.
yeah.
I haven't
So-
looked, but I saw what was happening.
okay. 1031. We have a cover page of Zoro.
We have all the first mates.
We got Zoro.
Dude.
We got Zoro
This
in
is
the.
amazing.
Oh, with Zoro.
Oh, I love this so much.
Oh, these are all the first mates. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
guess
just
Parker
have-
would be considered the first man.
Beppo just paint me like one of your French girls. Oh, my goodness. I love this so much. All the
That's
first
pretty
mates in
cool.
One Piece.
Yeah, I guess I forgot that Sabo and Shiki
Yeah, 'cause-
Shiryu.
yeah, because
Yeah, Shiryu, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, he would be technically the vice captain, but I mean, it's not like literally the. Well, I mean, I guess you could consider the revolutionary a pirate force, I guess.
Right.
Well, right-hand man. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. We can agree on that.
That is so cool. Because I just saw Zoro, and I was just like, oh, wait, I need to wait on this. It looks like the One Piece even has the Shimotsuki crossing swords. But you have, from left to right, Old Man Rayleigh, Ben Beckman with the Silver Fox look, King, Katakuri, Killer, and then Marco. And then bottom is Zoro looking at what looks like that's Enma. Oh, this is so cool. And then behind him is Beppo laying down.
For reasons.
Just, and it looks like he has like the little cheeks going too.
Yeah.
So I like this. It's
So-
very inclusive.
so
It
how
has
about-
the
how
mix
about-
as a second command?
How about next week? It's all the captains of all these people, and then the third
God.
mate, then the third. Yeah, for Sanji to get his kick. I bet that's gonna be because I think there's 3 cover stories in a row coming up, right? Isn't that the idea?
I have no idea.
I mean that would be kind of cool, but I mean honestly, if I had to decide, I think we need a new cover page series.
Oh yeah, for
In a
sure.
while,
Maybe
since they know my family.
I could see, right? I could see the next cover series coming out after the episode of 1000 because they're probably going to do color pages up until and after that, and then hopefully do cover series in December maybe.
Alright.
I don't know.
The cover series also canon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
they're considered canon.
Oh, they follow
That
Sabo's
basically
journey.
explains. Sorry, go ahead, Drew.
Sorry, no, that'd be cool because I'm trying to think what would the cover story be because Big Mom's way out of the picture. We can't really follow anyone from there. What happens if we follow Sabo, and like Sabo is like in this comical adventure where everyone thinks he's dead or something? I don't know.
I would honestly want it to be a Rouge or Jury Bonnie. Because I could see both of them being a factor in the
Rouge.
next arc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I think
up
we need
until
a
now
Rouge.
we got to do like a stream just breaking down the rivals, quote unquote, if you will, of Ruby and all the worst generation because it's been a really cool story arc for all of them up until now, and the ones we haven't gotten so far have been Rouge and Bonnie at least playing a major part in the story.
Okay.
Because everyone else is like Gang Beige was a huge part of the last arc. Law's been a huge part ever since the beginning. There's no one I'm missing, right?
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
everyone.
I-
I mean,
I like Rouge. That's the one that's getting my brain ticking because I think
Yeah,
Julie Bonnie's a
honestly-
little too important right now.
well, yeah, but I think we need a Rouge for the sole fact that we know like nothing about him compared to like rest of the supernovas.
Very true. And to be completely honest, Aruja's power when combating Luffy is the one that gives me the most like, okay, this is very doable, like Luffy's fruit, the rubber fruit. So I'm like, is this the one that could actually go toe to toe as far as like punching, who can punch harder? To be completely honest, it's the only one that really makes sense as far as his double fruit.
Oh, let's get Frankie versus Senior Pink moment with Luffy and Rouge.
Oh, Basanta coming in. Yo, what up? Beppo still doesn't have a matchup yet. Hey, could we get now? Basanta has a point. Killer had a matchup. Killer had a one-on-one fight.
Beppo CP0 with Brooke.
Oh, yo.
That would be so cool.
Okay. Let's get to the first page. I feel like we're
we should probably jump into
yeah.
it.
we're really perusing around here. Okay, so we're on we're on the I guess the third page. Jeez Louise. And chapter 1031, Warrior of Science. Dun, dun, dun. Who could this chapter be about, I wonder?
I don't want to tell you.
She got crushed by the iron beams. Even Big Mom could not have survived that. And yeah, just the rubble everywhere. And Law and Kid. Wheeze. How do you like that, you monstrous old hag? All right, let's see if Big Mom is still in the picture or not. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, it does seem like the conclusion to the battle to me, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe.
On to the next page, if that's okay. So, awakening for the magnet fruit allows you to assign magnet qualities to something. How long does the power hold? Thank you. Yes, we need this information. Why should I tell you all of my secrets, huh?
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
God. Oh, no. Okay. I can already see what's going on. Okay.
It's not going to last that long.
Okay. Law with the exclamation point and a little, some movement coming from all the rubble. Huh? Ah! Here's Big Mom, doing the rah thing where all the metal's probably about to shoot off of her. Ah! She's getting up again! And everyone's shrieking, life! Or Iruku! Iruko.
Oh, wait. Oh, my. No, don't wait. Keep going. This is amazing. Oh,
Oh no! That's her soul pocus! Ishiruku. We've still got some Ishiruku left, right? No, it all got spilled already. Then she's gonna take our life sand from us. Oh, the red bean soup. That's what she's talking about?
I regret that decision.
Oh, yeah, this ties back to when they were wasting it when Luffy got pissed and just...
Oh, right. That's awesome. Dude, screw those guys for wasting that red bean soup. Unbelievable. You can't waste food.
Yeah, apparently not.
Big Mom's taking the life of a bunch of people.
She just stole life from everyone.
On her side.
If... Yeah, well, all of the Beast Pirates, at least.
Yeah.
The characters who don't matter.
Also, by the way, it looks like we have 19 pages. So, I'm not good at math. What is it 7, and 14 and 5? So you want to do the first 7 pages, middle person does 5, and then we'll do 7 to finish up?
Is it?
No, sure,
7,
that sounds
14.
good.
Okay. Thank you, because the cover page kind of, come on, you gotta help him out.
Let's give him some
Thank you. Okay.
Even though it's really cool.
It was really cool.
Soul Pocus, she just stole the life forces away from a lot of fodder.
Yes.
We actually don't... Does Soul Pocus actually regenerate her?
I actually don't know.
I can't imagine. Well, I think we're about to find out in the next page because I just flipped over.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay, and I give you life. Rah! Okay, the sword is back in action. I'll use an entire year of my lifespan. Anything less would not serve to strengthen me. Oh, so okay. Well, here's your answer: is that if it's her own life force, she can feed off of that. Is it just me, or is Big Mom getting bigger?
What is going on?
Oh my god. I haven't felt this much pain in decades, I think. It's very impressive, you two. Trafalgar Law, Captain Kidd. I'm sure you've come for my throne, just like Straw Hat Luffy. So take it if you can! Prove you're worthy of being an emperor of the sea!
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, yes!
Yes.
This just got so metal. I'm wearing the perfect t-shirt for this. All right, kid.
Yeah,
Pass your limit.
my mail shirt, but whatever.
I can't believe we have to beat this monster just to learn more about history. Don't hold any strength back as long as you still live. We're gonna bring her down even if it kills us. Round 2. Ding ding
Let's
ding
go,
ding ding
kid.
ding.
Oh man.
I ain't over yet.
I know.
But here's the thing. This is an amazing... I don't know what to make my cover background yet for my computer because that cover page was amazing, but Big Mom standing over the two of them is outstanding. This is the monstrosity that the entire fan base has wanted since she's been introduced. I've never seen her this terrifying outside of the crazy stuff. I'm talking about like ready to fight. This is outstanding.
Yeah.
And she even has hockeyed up hands too.
Oh, we haven't seen that yet.
Oh yeah.
And she's acknowledged that she has never been hurt like this ever before. So,
This is
Alright.
the first time she's getting really serious for a fight.
yeah, we've actually, because even with Roof Piece, she never got serious.
Right.
She was always just like picking people off from far away.
Yeah, she was more like a support fighter, that thing.
But Drew, I think this is your last part.
No, yeah. I
So
think
the
that
next
was
five-
it.
Yeah. So,
That's on next page. Is
that's
me.
a hell of a place to end up. Holy cow.
Correct.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll start about now. So yeah, let's see. Starting on page 8. How could she be possibly any bigger? The performance for it is hell. The whole castle's in a sea of flames.
Oh.
And then we go to Wolf Yamato.
Okay.
There's
Wolf
nothing but
Yamato. I love that.
Okay. There's nothing but soldiers straight ahead. I'll have to circle around through the
Oh,
cave
boy.
chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to the cave chambers with Pooh being like, "Hey, stop! Have you got insane?" I'm going to continue unless you guys have anything to say.
Oh, I'm pumped. Keep going.
No, we're good. I'm all for this.
Yeah.
So they are fighting
Apu.
great.
Okay. We got Apu fighting Drake with them doing scratch boom, causing explosion. Drake's being like, "Well, I figured out all your tricks already. My obligation to the Stratton hand demands that I put you in right here. At first glance, your attack has no attack vector at all, but it seems like through hearing and aiming them with sight." And Apu's like, "Yeah, stop spilling my secrets, man. And anyway, the real reason you're a real trouble here is because the 3 numbers. Check it out!" And then finally Yamato busts in.
Crash
through
boom.
And it looks like Yamato's in human form now too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It's in human form and busts through the cave chambers. I'll just continue.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Now let's see. Drake and Apu, what are the Toby Ropo and the informant dealer doing here? Yamato, Kaido's enemy. This idiot Drake is useless to me, but I guess I'll switch horses. Oh, Master Yamato! I got some very useful information we'd like to know right now. I'm in a hurry, and I've already cut all ties up with Yamato. I'm not on your side anymore. Oh, better really? And then Yamato and X-Drake go into a small clash. Don't even try to stop me. Wait,
Oh, yeah.
Yamato, I have nothing to do with Kaido anymore.
Yeah, that's she doesn't know yet either. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And let's see, next page. Oh, really? Yeah, sorry, Drake, I'm in a hurry, so yeah, freaking.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have time to check out your resume right now. I gotta go
She
deal with these
literally still
bombs.
floors him though.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah.
And
then
it
we
looks
got,
like one of the numbers is following her through the wall.
At least from the looks of it. Fuga, Onigashima and Flower Capital are in danger. Huh? Where are you going, Fuga? God damn it, I gotta get Yamato on my side. And Fuga's following Yamato. And Apu's like, come on, the rest of you guys, come on, get up. And X-Ray's like, oh, you're not getting away from me, Apu.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wonder. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This gives you more credit on these things being the old samurai. If Fuga's following her like this, I did not believe that.
Yep.
But
I'm also I'm also like believing it because even the final when Yamato first showed up, there was a reaction on Fuga's face.
yeah,
Like when you first saw Yamato, there was a reaction, and it seemed like it triggered a memory or something like that.
Okay. All right. So we got one last panel, and then we can move on.
Yeah, okay. My last panel, let's see. Then we go to the second floor of the castle. And then let's see. Run, Baroness Corp, protect Nico, Robin, and we got the CP0 coming in.
Okay, I completely missed that last part then.
Huh?
Well, Apu yelled, "Come on, guys, keep up." Oh yeah, never mind. I missed when you said that. That's my fault.
Okay.
Right.
Wait.
So yeah,
Let me go back
I'm
to
caught up.
continuing. They're just too strong. Be careful, my mink friend. And Brooke and Robin jump down from the second floor. Oh my god, dude, this place is getting lit in flames. Jump down, Robin. We see these people back in Dressrosa. Where are they now? Everyone in CP0, the highest level of Cyberpol. The agents are wearing masks, are the most elite.
He's on the move. Okay.
Guys on the move. Yeah. Well, at least we get a confirmation, at least from Robin, that
He really went. Sorry.
I was going to say that at least we get confirmation, like a ranking of some kind, because according to Robin, the ones that wear masks are the most highest ranking officers out of CP0. So maybe these guys are higher ranked than Rob Lucci.
Yes. If again, from what we understand, the ones with the mask are the highest ranked. Sorry, I had already looked at the top of the next page, and yeah.
Yo.
Of course, this is where he ends up. Also, if there's anyone in the chat, go ahead and let us know your thoughts since we're about halfway through. Because Cool Kid's gonna go to page. Oh, this is when we turn
this
it over.
is my last page.
Oh wow, that was. This is a really quick chapter. Holy cow. Okay, so top of page 13, and Sanji ended up where Sanji ends up apparently. Pleasure Hall, left brain tower Skoldo. We have a nice little little X right here on the horn. How could you do that to such a young girl? Aren't you with the Wano army? Yes, but no, I didn't do anything. Okay.
Excuse me?
Interesting. I didn't. What on earth? Is she bleeding? I didn't do anything. I thought, wow. Well, you're the only one who is here, so get out. We're hiding for our safety. Okay. Me? Hit a lady? That's the... Oh, here comes the... Okay. Yeah, now we're starting to have this existential crisis. Nihilate, that's the one thing I can't never do. They beat unconscious. Everything you stand for counters my ideals. So yeah, Sanji is feeling that. It's a little confusing what happened to her, but okay. Going on to the next page in 3, 2, 1. And not far behind. Mwah! Hey, where have you been? Sanji's that. Pleasure Hall's not open for business, Germa. My body's not itching anymore. The transformation is over. Okay. Sanji, he does look like he does feel a little lost. I remember that I was running along in deep thought. Eek, I'm so sorry. I'm not Kaido's henchman, I swear. I'm just a geisha who was brought from the flower capital. I'm pretty sure that's one of the girls. Yeah, that's one of the girls we saw when Robin was doing her whole geisha thing. Please let me go. And next moment, she'd been knocked through the air and was bleeding badly.
Well, who did that?
You wonder who.
She was looking at me with fear in her eyes. Tell me, Luffy, which would you... Tell me, Luffy, which would you prefer? The regular flesh and blood me who turns into a well-pushed wreck when I face an opponent who's a woman, or a cruel, emotionless warrior of science who can crush monsters even like him, as long as you give me the order. I like how Oda is actually giving us some nuance to characters throughout this fight too. Like this is peak One Piece right here. It really is.
Yeah.
Wow. But
oh my goodness, he's made up his mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no! I just turned the page. This is awesome. Okay. No, I was just gonna say. I actually forget now that I'm talking about it because I'm distracted.
Well, I still have parts to talk about on this page.
Okay.
Which one's going to be more useful to the king? Sanji, you're killing me, man. This is so good. It's good to have a little drama, you know. I've made up my mind. I don't know what'll happen yet, but here it goes. Oh, yeah! I love that Queen is just like, oh, is that your Germa? He's just like so excited. Remind me, what was the name of the chapter again? It was like Warrior of Science.
Yeah, Warrior of Science.
Yeah. Warrior of Science.
Sanji, you are such a good character. It's insane. I have to assume that this thing caused the science that was already in my body to awaken and activate somehow. Oh, I can't do anything about that. But I can say no more. I'm not going to be a Germa soldier.
Yo.
Well played, Sanji. I mean, granted, I wanted to see this in the fight, but he got his dream of being able to be invisible. He was able to experience it. And now he's just like, you know what? I've paid my price. So, okay. All right. What a waste. Come on. I want to see you transform. Farewell, Germa. Farewell, woman. The writing here. This is one fight I've got to end myself. And then he looks at the little snail, and I'm confused about that. Outside the dome, Zoro, frick you copyright reasons, versus King. He's calling him now.
What?
Yeah. Just in the middle of the fight, no big deal.
What? Since when do I have a transponder snail? I stuck that in your... Oh, stomach band. Okay. I was like, just what? I stuck this in your stomach band just in case you were dying in a ditch somewhere. Moron Cook, I didn't ask you for your help. Listen, I'll be quick. We're gonna beat the Animal Kingdom pirates soon. You don't think I know that? But after the finisher, if I'm not in my...
I think you might have a feeling what you might say.
I'm not in my right mind. Wow. All right, I'm going. 3, 2, 1. I want you to kill me. Wow. I'm just gonna sorry to anyone watching this now or watching this back. You can't really just move on from that. These two have been at each other's throats since day one on the Baratier. They've always been best friends that have looked out for each other. That is some big stuff. That is big. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna keep going though. Let's see here. We got Basanta said, dude, his eyebrows. What a...
Wait, what? Oh no, come on. I was going to say something about it after the chapter, but
Okay, I'm sorry if I ruined something. I'll just keep going. I'll keep going.
yeah, just keep going.
All right, fine. I'll just kill you like you asked, whatever that's supposed to mean. At least now I have something to look forward to after this. In that case, don't die before then. Thanks. Huh? Where'd he go? Is this more of the science of Judge's son? I'm already burning up. I don't need you to throw more fuel on the fire. Hell memories. Okay, apparently there's I didn't notice anything about a eyebrow.
Okay. You want me to show you? Go all the way back to page 13. Okay, and look at the bottom panel with Sanji. If you notice, Sanji's eyebrow, the swirl flips.
Oh yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, just like Sanji's brothers. They're exactly like how Sanji's brothers are.
Wait, did his eyebrow really change?
Yeah, it did change. And I'm not kidding you. If I didn't see this on a YouTube video, I wouldn't have been able to point it out.
What?
I'm lost. On page 13, at the bottom
On the
panel.
bottom, you see a perfect example of it where you see Sanji now, and then you see like a flashback of
Because
him.
his eyebrow was on the inside, and now it's
Yeah,
on
it goes.
Oh, what?
Drew, can you bring up old photo of Sanji for the...
No problem.
So we
Yeah,
can
bring
actually...
the photo for the chat, bro.
God.
Yeah, dude.
No, so Basanta and Cool Kid, good call on that one. So that is... Okay, well, that's the chapter. So it's time for us to pivot into a sip and discuss. Got to get that merch going. A toast, boom, to kicking butt.
Toast to kicking butt.
He might have actually. So, he might have actually almost killed a woman. I don't think that Sanji hurt her. I think that he may have just accidentally ran into her.
I don't think he hit her. There has to be a story behind some kind of, even if it is some kind of crazy story behind that.
Well, I mean, maybe. I'm not really sure. I feel like I have to see like probably another chapter with Sanji to get my 2 cents into it. But it's not impossible that Sanji. It's entirely possible Sanji almost just killed that woman.
Well, but it could easily have just been like he's running and he like bumped into her, or like she lifted her stuff up, and like since he's metal, it's not going to be like this nice comforting bump. He's going to be knocking people over, and he's like, I was running and I wasn't paying attention. He didn't notice it.
Yeah, I guess that, but you also got to put in considerations. Sanji freaking swirl flips, so it's possible that we're leading to, I guess, kind of, Sanji, completely, I guess, changing.
But then from the picture that Drew put on the screen, it seems like with time Oda changed his eyes. The eye that is being covered with the hair, with the hair.
Oh yeah.
From,
He did that during the times of death.
So then what if Oda did that? Then why does the swirl like have to be a big deal?
Wait, he didn't change it. Look, if you look on the stream thing, he has both the swirls are going in the same direction. So when you changed one, he went to the other, right? It wasn't that he changed.
Now both of them are going to be on the outside, as before one of them was here and the other one was here. Because Oda does that, so now they're here. The swirls are here.
And so that means that he's unlocked the Germa technology inside of him.
Which is such a weird trigger. Like, we've been looking at those eyebrow swirls since Baratie and haven't thought a lick of it, and now it's like, oh, really? That's the trigger? That is... I know that it looks that way, and thanks to Basanta for that chat that he just dropped. It does feel that way, and if this was a seinen, I'd probably go along with that. But this is Oda, so I'm still like, there's got to be something that happened that is a good explanation. But for him to tell Zoro to kill him, that's heavy. That is some good old One Piece heavy. I don't know if we've gotten anything like this in like the final fights ever.
No, I can't really think of anything. Well,
So Sanji's biggest attack is Hell Memories, right?
Yeah.
So he just unleashed the biggest attack. It's not going to defeat Queen. So that means he's got to go a step above this. And so how? Is it just that he's going to be more powerful, I guess? Like, he's got to have some new moves here. He's got to have more flames, too.
Well, this is signified. Well, he has a new body now, so that's kind of the epitome of what's going to happen.
It's going to be endurance.
Because now we're not going to get invisibility, but now his body is actually durable. So who knows what his hardest attack is going to be? Go ahead, cool kid.
Actually, to stop you there, I actually think he already has invisibility, because if you look where, at the last page, you see the little, thing that pops up whenever he goes invisible. So, maybe he has invisibility, he just doesn't need the raid suit for it now.
I just took it as he was just moving very fast.
Definitely very possible.
So what you mean is that like even without the raid suit, he'll be able to channel the power of the raid suit since it has already had the effect on his body.
Yeah, I think I'm at least implying.
And like I'm trying to think of when something similar happened with his other siblings. I think in Whole Cake Island, when he found out about the humanoid project that his dad was working on, he attacked
Yonji.
What are you talking about? And when they held him, behind him, this guy wasn't in the red suit, but he was able to Niji used electricity, even without being marked up. So I think if that's how it works, then he should have invisibility. But if not, then it's just that he's just gained another level of speed.
That is very interesting. And also, I do want to point out that as far as the Nigashima goes, you have Kaido, Luffy, you have King and Zoro on one horn, and then you have Sanji now on the other horn with Queen. So now you literally have Head, Luffy, Big Bad, and then you have over here second in command, third in command on each side.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool that Oda now set it up that way. That, but it looks like this fight is finally kicking into its like climax or its peakish, if you want to say.
Yeah. Oh wait, what?
It feels like all the fights have gone into their attributes. Drake and Apu, there we go.
Yeah, Drake and
are
Apu
squared off.
finally.
Yamato has a number after her. So wait, before I move on to that conversation, are we done with Sanji and
Actually,
Zoro?
I want to throw out just one more question. Do you guys think we're going to get like an actual Sanji versus Zoro fight? Like a legit one, not like a little clash, but like a legit fight.
I don't see what
No.
the purpose is
No.
until like
I don't.
period.
I wouldn't.
No,
Obviously,
no.
I don't think we're going to get that, but I'm just like throwing kind of the idea out.
Which is
No.
fair. The Suns has got a lot of comments in the chat, but I want to keep those to where we get to the part of the conversation. So,
But speaking of Sanji, like there's a lot to talk about, like just in this in just this part alone, like how did he really hit a woman? How does that affect him as a person who has strong values against hitting women, and like his personality, the way this is changing him, and his character as a whole.
yes, I guess we can. I've already said my piece on that, so I don't know if there was if anyone else had anything to discuss on that.
Good. Yeah, definitely. Should we talk about CP0 then?
Yeah, that's well. Instead of just having like this whole jumbled up convo, I wanted to at least make sure we talked about each, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
So if everyone's good,
Yeah.
Or do you have any thoughts on that, Sigrain, since you mentioned it, Sanji turning and all that?
Yeah. Firstly, I hope he didn't hit a woman. I hope
Oh, yeah.
something just crazy happened that maybe even if he did, he blacked out or stuff like that. But I just hope not. I just hope not. But then, like, he's been living on this on this for his whole life, not hitting a woman, and that's one of the things that he views that still makes him a human being, not a robot, not a machine. And when it says, oh, if it is true he hits a woman, then all that's broken. Where are we headed? Where are we headed from now? Like,
Which is very true.
so does that break his whole value of not hitting a woman, and then is that gonna happen again in the future?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's why he asked Zoro to kill him, so he wouldn't.
True.
That's why I'm just like, no. If he hadn't have said that to Zoro, then I'd probably be like, maybe. But now that we have this hard stop as far as like if my personality continues to be this way,
Oh my.
it is
God.
adorable that Zoro is just like, now I actually have something to look forward to after this fight.
Did we figure out when the switch happened, by the way?
If someone wants to go back and look at the prior chapters, I would suggest that, but I don't think we have time for that right now.
Right.
Unless you want to go through it while we're chatting.
I'll go in the
Yeah,
last
we
two
said.
chapters. How's that?
Okay. But with that then, let's move on to CP0 is on the move. We now know that these are the strongest. It felt a little bit obvious at the very beginning, but this helps us understand that Rob Lucci was relaying information to them.
Okay.
It looks like the Minks are doing their best to hold them off. This could be Brooke's fight, to be completely honest. Now that we know that I was hoping that they were going to be going after Who's Who.
Yeah, me
that's not the
too.
case. Yeah, so unfortunately, they're now on the move against Brooke, and I don't know. I guess this chapter left a lot of questions. What's going to happen with Sanji afterwards? And now we're basically like, all right, what's going to happen with Robin? I don't think so, but Oda is moving into the final versions of the story, so. But it'll be interesting. The main guy, the Hat, just shaved himself down to, I'm guessing, to catch up with them. But I'm gonna verge on this as Brooke's fight to defend Robin.
So
I would agree with you. I really can't think of anyone else. Like, I don't know. Like I mean, I know you said earlier, like, hey, maybe Beppo can help join fight against CP0, but I really think it's just Brooke.
I mean, Beppo's out there. He's out there and he doesn't have a matchup.
Dude, I would love Beppo to do something and also possibly go Sulong, but I don't think we're seeing it.
It is a little frustrating that Beppo's the only Sulong. He's the first Mink that we ever saw, and we don't get to see him go Sulong. First Mink.
Yeah, first Mink. Never seen Sulong.
I remember first seeing him. I thought it was a devil fruit.
Huh. Yeah, man, that was true. Yeah, because we all thought it was a devil fruit.
That was 12 years ago. Wow.
Oh God, dude, it's
Stop.
so long.
You youngins.
Do you guys think Brooke is a matchup for CP0?
I hope that Brooke is going to run into Frankie, and that Frankie and Brooke are going actually, because Frankie, Brooke, and Jinbei. Oh yes, okay. Now this helps. Okay, because Jinbei's out there running around too. It looks like they're jumping down to the second floor, or they're on the second floor. It looks like they just stepped down to the main floor.
The first floor.
Yeah, and Frankie, we know for a fact Frankie's down there. We don't know if where Jinbei is yet. So,
what was his last floor on?
Okay, they have those three characters. We have Brooke, Frankie, and Jinbei. I feel much better now because I had originally thought it was going to be just Brooke, but I think the old crew is going to do really, really, really cool. The old guys defending Robin, I think that would be really cool.
If you guys look at page, I think is 12 or 13, where the CP0 after Robin and Brooke jumped down. At the last panel, it showed him like
shaved.
That swoosh.
Yeah, it is shaved.
Yeah, that's shaved.
Exactly,
That's
shaved.
shaved or whatever move it's called.
Yeah. So firstly, I don't think Brooke is a matchup for them. Even if it
them
is
or one of them.
Even one of them, she could slow them down.
I'm gonna say he can do one. I think he can pull off a one easy there, Drew.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I was streaming. My bad. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still streaming. Like, don't leave it too long. Don't leave it on one for too long. Okay?
I hear you. I'm on a different thing now.
Zoom in if anything.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I will say, I think Brooke can hold up a fight against one of the CP0 guys. I don't think he can.
I agree with Koke.
I don't
The
think
grain
he
of
can
little
by
faith.
himself, but he can, handle, him in a fight.
Like, I can see
Yeah,
the
to
dude.
slow them down, like to slow one of them down for the time being, I think it will be possible. But like being a matchup toe to toe for them, the way even the way Robin was saying it, like is hyping up the their abilities and strength, because she was like, out of everyone in the CP0, the highest level, out of everyone in the CP0, the highest level of the Cypher Pole, the agents wearing masks are the most elite.
Which is true.
Like, I don't think Brooke can go toe to toe with any one of these elite.
What about
elites.
Frankie or Jinbei?
Probably.
I could see Jinbei. I could see Jinbei going reaching there.
So a 3v3, Jinbei, Frankie, and Brooke versus the three that Drew has on the screen right now.
Oh, yo, yeah.
Let's see.
Or Basanta just said Beppo, Marco, and Jinbei stops them. And Brooke stumbles across Saku because I really want to see the characters engage in combat ASAP. I hear you, but it does seem like Drake is going to be taking on Apu and those two, because one is taking after Yamato. Before I get into this this is going to be the one conspiracy theory that we're going to delve deep into, because I know Drew is going to want to be like, just throw out crazy ideas on the samurai now being the samurai that were killed when Yamato was little now being those three numbers.
Not much of a reaction to them.
I mean,
the one had a reaction to her. That's why it took off running.
Yeah, it started chasing.
The one that we were saying is Zoro's dad.
Yeah, totally not Zoro's dad. Yeah, totally.
And I know that after the Momo being aged with the ripe fruit, everything is on the table now.
You just don't know.
Drew, are you just not noticing that?
What page is that?
That is, I want to say 11?
It's like the first couple.
It's 10 and 11. So when Yamato comes busting through, Apu tries like, hey Yamato, blah blah blah, and then she just wrecks Drake.
Right.
But the number that was like eating, that had like the really long horns, is just like Fugu, and then he just goes chasing after her as she runs away, and even Apu's just like, wait, Fuga, where are you going? So yeah, that's 10 and 11.
Oh.
And then he turns back and he's like, come on, you guys, keep up. And then that's when Drake's like, you're not getting away from me. So Drake is about to take on Apu and these two numbers, while Yamato has Zoro's dad number.
Possibly. Maybe.
Like I said, this is the only conspiracy theory that we're really going to dive deep into right now.
Look. Isn't every One Piece theory a conspiracy theory to a certain extent?
Yes.
Wait,
this
so
is
how many numbers?
This is the crazy conspiracy theory that we can jump into. I did not abide by this, but I think a few of you were talking about that last week. So have at it.
We were talking about it.
Or are you guys kind of like now just like, well, I thought it, but I didn't. I hope it wouldn't happen.
I mean, okay. I will say this. I am saying it's a maybe. I'm not being like, oh yeah, it's a hard yes. I'm leaning to more no, but if more stuff kind of like this happens, I will say a yes. So yeah, it's not a definite no for me. Let's just say that.
Yeah, if Fugu catches up and just starts having a conversation with Yamato, like, remember, I am so and so, or if he does so and so, then everyone's gonna lose their minds.
My God, dude, I think everyone would lose their minds.
I don't think they can even properly talk. Maybe they can blab a few things here and there.
Well, again, these are the top three, so I would not be surprised if they had some kind of updated, like the one that has the demon horns and the the mustache.
Yeah, the
I
silicon
could
guy.
see that one talking and having a full conversation. That was full humanoid. I could.
Also, also, how many numbers are there in total?
10.
And we took it down pretty much every
There's
single
one that we have not seen yet.
Yeah, technically. I mean, that's probably going to be important. Or not. I don't know. I was wrong about numbers 1 through 3 not being important, and look where it got me. Wrong.
Yeah, apparently they're the samurai. But taking a look at the comments real quick, I hear you, Basanta, Beppo, Marco, and Jinbei. I just don't. Marco just seems to be out for me. It seems like he's just done. But to your point, Beppo. So, as far as the samurai goes, Kawamatsu hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Denjiro is MIA, and then Izo. So you still have 3 samurai. You still have the number 6 is the one that we're missing. Good, yeah. So we still have combatants. We still don't know the fight of the Hokage that's going on right now. So that's of all the fights, I feel like that's going to be the one that ends right before Luffy defeats Kaido.
Maybe.
I'm sure Ryza is still losing.
I just want to really see Raizo and Fuku Rokuchu again.
That's the what is it? The earlobe knockers. So
The long okay.
yeah, right. But going back to Apu, thoughts on Yamato and the number that's chasing her? I know that was the conspiracy theory, but any other thoughts on there?
Well, I took it more like the numbers are like, ooh, a bad guy, and are just starting to chase him. He's like, oh, down Betsy, you know. He's like following him around like that. I wasn't seeing it like he was chasing Yamato because he recognized her or something. I guess because he just going foo. I don't know, but to go along with the conspiracy, it would be nicer to think the other way. So I'm just not entirely sure right now. I think that we're setting up that Drake and Scratchman and Apu are not going to like totally fight it out. It's going to be like this 3-way, like, hey, we're both on Yamato's side. What are you doing bugging me then? And then they come together and join hands at the end. That's how it's looking for me, at least. Why those 3 need to come together, I don't know.
I don't know,
What do you
man.
think?
Apu literally said, Drake literally saying, "You're not getting away from me, Apu." I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Not to me, at least.
Adding a bit to what you said, Drew, about the numbers not recognizing Yamato, like it might not be them like being it might be them being the former samurai turned into gens, but it might not be them recognizing her. It might be maybe just instinct. Just maybe his instinct just tells him something about Yamato, and he just followed her. Because as we've seen from the former numbers, they're not in their right minds. It's like they're just dumb. They just do whatever they're being told. So this seems to be just like maybe out of a whim, just his instinct just telling him to follow Yamato.
It is. It'll be. I'm very interested to see how this wraps its way up. But also, Drake does know how Scratchman Apu's things work, so we'll see how that goes for Apu.
And he has broken everything down for him.
But it does seem like the way Yamato's going, the weapons. I wonder if Denjiro's in the weapons facility, because Denjiro would be the only one who knows that.
I mean, we don't really know what really happened to Denjiro, so
At all.
Yeah,
And
man.
if that's supposed to be the strongest scabbard, I'm sorry, he's got to be somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere because I mean, as we know, we haven't seen him fight any real important ones. I can't really think of anyone who he might be fighting.
I know he's a swordsman. I want to put him up against another swordsman.
So before we get into the last bit, just because that is going into its ending fight, who do we think can still fight? Jinbei, Brooke, Frankie, Kawamatsu, Denjiro.
Yamato, Drake, Scratchman.
Raizo, Drake, Scratchman.
Raizo's already fighting.
Yeah, so Raizo's. So we already got the Drake fight. I'm just trying. Beppo.
Mm-hmm.
Beppo.
And
So we
Jake
still
Paul.
have a good-
Yeah. John
And
Bart.
who?
And I was about to say Jake Paul.
John Bart's on the island.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's fresh.
Oh yeah, I was forgetting about John Bart.
I think almost all of Lord's crew.
Nami, I think Nami is done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Nami and
Nami is done in protecting Otama.
Oh my God.
Marco, I
Usopp.
think, is
Usopp's
still
on the
done.
move.
Usopp is on the move. Yeah. So Usopp is. Oh my goodness.
What sniper shot is that madman gonna pull off today? You know, like what?
On CP0. Because he has
Dude.
observation.
Oh,
Carrying Wanda. There you go. That's 10 right there. So we have a good 10 individuals who have not had their drag out. I'm giving it a my all fight because
How
I
many?
wanted to at least cover 10 at least.
How
10
many?
characters.
How many numbers are there?
3, 4.
Oh, I thought there was 10. Never mind.
Oh yeah, but 10 in all, yeah. But at the same time, I say that just because it felt very wrong that Frankie's fight didn't end with him fighting to the very end. The Shogun's done, but I mean, hey, Jinbei can still fight. It just feels like there's so much more that these people can do. And then what else is there to fight, or who else is there for them to fight, kind of thing. Let's see here. Denjiro, he's something to watch out for. Exactly. Denjiro is supposed to be the strongest gabber. Strongest, period. Nothing from him.
Yeah, we
What if Oda is been them for
CP0?
later? Maybe something like that. Maybe after the fight, because what we should be counting is how many formidable enemies are there that are not yet fighting. CP0. How many of them in total? I think
CP0, there's 3. There's 4 numbers. There's Queen, King, and Kaido.
There's a whole fleet of world government outside Wano waiting to come in.
Yeah,
But keep in mind, the Big Mom pirates are circling the island right now anyway.
well, I mean, I don't know if they're circling the island, but
if we're counting those the allies that have not fought yet, but then we have to count there are way more opponents that are still in good condition, good shape that need to be stopped.
I think that's very
And we
fair.
don't have enough allies.
And as of right now, we have all of the. So it's really just the numbers and the waiters who are still fighting for Kaido, because all of the gifters Otama took over. More or less all of them. Great. This is. So this is definitely a good one because all of the fights seem to be getting to their last. At least this chapter at least showed us some of the last big fights finally kicking into not kicking into gear, but probably getting into that 30% kind of thing. They're not 50%. We're not halfway there, except for maybe this last fight that we're going to talk about, which we have Big Mama coming in and being the most terrifying I've ever seen her in the series to date. Wedding Keiki was pretty legit, but on page 6, and she just murdered a bunch of people.
Yeah. I mean,
Drew, tell Maddie we said hi.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm back on.
Yeah, but you know, honestly, at like this point, I'm still surprised there's just like beast pirates fighting for Kaido.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, because like all throughout this battle, you know, we've gotten like king and queen just accidentally killing a bunch of the beast pirates, Ming Mom just stealing a bunch of their souls. Like at this point, I don't know. I feel like if I was in the beast pirates, I'd be like, dude, I think I'm just going to leave. I'm probably going to die if I stay here.
Screw you guys, I'm going
He's
home.
not even like he's not even accidentally hurting them. He's using them as experiments. He's using them on the spot as test subjects.
Well, yeah, but then like in the last couple chapters when he was showing off his tech, he just like okay, boom, and just a bunch of them accidentally get hit, like with the
And when King went berserk, he didn't care who was around him. Like,
Yeah.
so,
it's not that they're even accidentally like touching them or accidentally hitting them. It's like they don't even care that they exist.
yeah. I just I just honestly feel bad for any of the beast pirates who are still fighting for Kaido. The was it the waiters?
And the pleasures.
Yeah, the
Especially
waiters.
the pleasures.
Oh yeah,
Pleasure,
yeah,
this
yeah.
gotta suck to be a pleasure. But
But
all
I
right,
think
so
they're gonna-
getting into the fight, it looks like Big Mom is no longer a giant magnet anymore, and so Kid is don't hold back any strength. As long as you still live, we're gonna bring her down even if it kills us. So a lot of people had the understanding that Big Mom is not going to get defeated, going to wait till Albath. I just think that Luffy saying, I'm coming back to fight you, is not necessarily us to believe that he's going to take out Big Mom. And now that she's no longer a magnet, or I don't know, hopefully everything's going to come smacking back into her. It's going to be hilarious. But it looks like Kid's awakening is worn off.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. If it's worn off, I mean, what are they exactly going to do? Because as Kid said in the last chapter, he can only use. It takes up much of his stamina, so you know it's a one-shot kind of deal.
So currently
Oh.
it's just a one-time effect.
Okay, you know in Hunter x Hunter how you put like Nen on a certain side of your body that leaves the rest of yourself weak, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with hockey, right? So like if you coat your entire body with armor hockey, it's not gonna be as strong as putting it into one section of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing Big Mom with the armament hockey around her hands. I think she's open. I think she's open now. I think the middle section is completely weakened now, so she doesn't have that iron balloon.
I think so too. I don't think she hurt. I think they can actually hurt her now when they hit her.
Right. But she is powered up. She's got hockey on her hands, and she means business now. So all they got to do is get in a good attack.
Look at Hera over there. I'm just now realizing this is the first time we've seen Hera in her black cloud form.
Oh.
She does not look as terrifying as Zeus. Sorry, Fluffy. She doesn't look as terrifying as Fluffy.
I mean, to be fair, Zeus was never terrifying in the first place.
Zeus, when he's all powered up in black cloud form, is pretty scary. But
Sure, whatever.
But to each. Any other thoughts, ideas, breakdowns? It looks like so kind of similar to how Moria powered up when he took like a bunch of people's shadows. I'll use an entire year of my lifespan. Anything less won't serve to strengthen me. So that is interesting.
Yeah, because we already knew she could use part of her soul to create homies, but you know, to essentially power up herself. I mean, I guess that would make sense, right?
Speaking of awakening, we're seeing all these awakenings. We've not seen any emperors like awakened
Oh.
devil.
How do we know
I'm-
Kaido's? How do we don't know that any of these
Oh,
Devil
no.
Fruits are awakened. We didn't know that that Kid and Laws was, and we've been around Law for a long time.
Well,
So Law's,
Yeah, but-
Law's fruit could have been awakened back in Dressrosa.
I mean, actually, now when you say about why did he never use awakening when he was fighting Doflamingo?
That's why I think he awakened it in Wano.
That's what
Possibly, or during the fight with
Yeah.
Dopey.
The Gamma Knife.
Probably would have made more sense because if already in Dressrosa you already knew awakening, that does make you ask the question of why didn't he use his awakening? Like with the whole crocodile thing of why didn't Crocodile use hockey while fighting Luffy?
But
Sort of deal.
Crocodile
That is
has
true.
hockey?
Yeah. In the pre
Crocodile has
he knew
hockey.
He knew hockey. He didn't use it when he was fighting Luffy, but it's just one of those weird things that makes you ask.
Retcon.
But if Lord's this thing is awakened, then maybe he has even used an awakened attack that we didn't even know of. I think is Gamma Knife that he used on the Flamingo, because
Yeah.
the attack disintegrated his whole organs.
Again, yes, because Gamma Knife could have been an awakened aspect. Because, for instance, Robin. We had no idea Robin knew Fishman Karate back when we first were taking the ship into Fishman Islands. But now we know that she was using it in retrospect. There's a lot of things that we are assuming that Oda just really is just like, oh no, that's been a thing for a while. And it's like, what the hell? Why didn't you just tell us that?
Did you guys see that YouTube video? It's like 6 hours long. It's like the downfall of One Piece. Have you seen that?
No. Wait,
I don't
is
think
that
it's
Joyboy's new video?
Joy Boy was responding to it, but a lot of these questions come up about Oda like planning stuff. It's obviously he didn't predict hockey back in the day, but like there are some weird plot holes there, which is interesting.
I mean, that's just kind of what you have to do with a long-running series. Like, even Naruto had to retcon just generally a lot of stuff towards the I would say the middle of the series.
True, but it does get annoying when people can't get in the context that this is a week-to-week thing. If you want to wait 2 years for maybe 30 to 40 chapters to come out, and then Oda can plan everything and make sure it's all of this, that's fine. I don't want to live in that world. Like, this dude has literally been doing a week-to-week story for 27 years, and if there's 2 or 3 things that don't match up, I think we're doing pretty well. It's just one of those nitpicks that it's just like, what's going on?
Yeah, I do have to agree, because even now with Oda, he does miss stuff every now and again, but he's usually pretty good with keeping track most of this stuff.
Yeah, not revealing kids' fruits or kids.
I
Those are
remember
things that he just forgot about, and we're all like, man, and he's like, all right, here you go. I get that because he's literally going week to week. Like, if he had a year to be able to plan everything out, write it out, and then taking another year to get everything printed and looking all good, and all the editors can go through it. No, we're literally taking this 1 week at a time. What did people expect? I'm sorry for that mini rant, but it's one of those things. It's like,
No, I agree with you on this, because even we are reading week to week, but he's already 5 chapters ahead of us with that. So what we'll come back and read and take a look at and inspect as readers, we'll go through a lot of chapters. We'll come back, we'll reread, we'll nitpick on these very little details. He doesn't have the time to even do that. It's very being like 5 chapters ahead of the current chapter that airs, that's pretty impressive as it is.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
myself.
But no, you're good. Sorry. I'm just looking at what Big Mom is telling them. So take it if you can. Oh, sorry. Trafalgar Law, Captain Kidd. I'm sure you've come for my throne, just like that is just so cool, because now we are actually having the acknowledgement of someone who is like, Straw Hat, you whippersnapper, and now it's just like, oh, there are these others who I need to watch out for. Okay. And now it's like, so take it if you can. Prove you're worthy of being an emperor of this. As a kid fan, it's just so cool. Prove you're worthy to be an emperor of the sea. Because it's going to be these three and then Buggy.
Oh, yeah. Because obviously, kids, I'm sure he's going to do more stuff in the future. Or in the next couple chapters. I mean, you'll be satisfied as a kid fan.
Oh yeah, I'm finally not. The last few chapters have been very, very difficult. For Oda to literally say the words useless, like King of Lightning had a field day on that chapter. Field day.
Love that.
But it is one of those things where, and to Basanta's point, it does seem like Marineford wasn't that long ago. And we were outsiders the entire time. And now, I wouldn't say this is on the scale of Marineford. We are now active participants in that war, while the Whitebeard remnants that are here are watching us. And of course I'm saying us because I've been invested in this since I was 17. So it really is just like we went from these small pirates in East Blue to now contending to be an emperor of the sea. And it's just like, and people still say this is a drawn out series. Like, come on now.
No. Okay.
Or that it's rushed.
Okay. I will stop you there. For anyone who thinks that way, I don't think One Piece is drawn out. It has its story, because I'll tell you a series that was long running that kind of drawn out. I will say this, Inuyasha, I like it, but it's a manga. At a certain point, it kind of felt like it was just going until it was like, okay, let's start to end this thing.
It was a hard cut. I do remember that.
Yeah, and with God, I forgot the creator of Inuyasha, but like every series I read from her, it's just kind of feels that way, where it kind of just, it gets to a point where it, like, kind of just feels like it's going to go until it's like, okay, it's time to end this thing.
True. Well, we've covered everything in the chapter. Anything that we want to revisit? Anyone in the chat that has any thoughts?
Yeah, Batsana. Have we read those last four from Batsana?
Yes. I mentioned the Denjiro, one-on-one, because I always side with the winner to survive in that sort of world. Unless they believe in Kaido and fight them. And then, yeah, the last thing you said was the profound part of Marineford.
Okay.
And thank you, Basanta, for helping us out with Carrot and Wanda. I completely forgot about them.
Yeah, dude. God, I really do hope damn Carrot does something, because I want her to join with the crew with Yamato, but like she has done literally
You're asking
nothing.
for too much. You're asking for too much, man.
I know I'm asking.
We can only have one furry, and no one has said a damn thing about Yamato being a furry. I've noticed that. Who was in our chat not too long ago? I can't remember.
Who are you guys talking about?
Yamato being a furry.
No one said anything. No one has said it. It was Joker. Joker came into our chat. He's like, "Oh, you furries, take that. Yamato's gonna join." Blah 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 blah. And now Yamato's devil fruit is like a furry, and no one has said anything. Everyone is still simping. Nothing.
Okay, if you consider Yamato a furry,
see you, Batsana.
Consider almost
Batsana, thank you.
Known user a furry.
Say that one more time.
I was saying that if you consider Yamato a furry, then you have to consider almost every single zone user a furry. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Apart from the reptiles.
Kaido's a furry. He's a scaly
So,
furry.
hashtag I'm not a furry.
Hashtag.
I'm
Mega
not furry.
or
I just see furries everywhere I go, apparently.
Look. I like carrot, but hashtag not furry.
Well, she's 16, so that hashtag not illegal. Not legal. Yamato's
Not
legal.
that way, not
Yamato's
that way,
28.
bro. I'm not leaning towards that.
Okay.
But with the jokes aside, let's end discussing. Honestly, one of my now news. I say that every time we get a new cover page, but this is dope. This is dope. The fact that you have Roger second in command and Whitebeard second in command, as well as like the diametrics of juxtaposition of Killer and then Ben Beckman. So Ben Beckman's captain took Killer's left arm, and then in the very middle you have the right hand of Queen Kaido and Big Mom. It's just and then you have Beppo just being Beppo. I love this is so cool.
I will say this is a pretty cool cover page. I won't deny, but I don't think it's like the best cover page this year.
The Smash Ultimate one, like the last one we got, was like that's what I'm saying. Like this is up there. Direct comparison.
I know technically the the popularity poll winners one isn't technically considered a cover page, but I'm considering it as a cover page. That's still my favorite cover page from this year.
So, are you considering them all three as one, or left, right, center, or left, center, or right?
I'm just going to consider them all as one.
That's fair, but it's also not fair. I would put this in the top three along with that. Then how about we do that? We can stream not next week, probably it's too soon, or maybe next week. We'll talk about ideas for the Warlord Roundtable next weekend. Okay. Because coming up, in case you guys didn't notice either, Rogers Base is going to have the live watch party for Toei, I think he's working with.
Yeah, Toei.
Yeah, and he's going to be streaming that. So whatever you guys decide for the 20th, probably play into that too, which would be really cool. But next week, we can decide on what we're doing. We can do the unboxing, because Bullet will be here next week. So we can do the unboxing of Vol U100 in Japanese and just talk about anything else. Thoughts, gentlemen?
Yeah. Sounds good. Coco?
There was something you talked about earlier in the chapter. I forgot. You talked about talking about maybe having a stream about. I'm trying to remember it.
Like a couple weeks ago, I talked about doing.
Okay, yeah, about Luffy's rivals, about the supernova.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just a stream just discussing.
To next week.
Okay, we'll discuss it in Discord, and then we will post by Friday for anyone who is interested in watching. So, Drew, are you good on the mouse as far as closing down?
Ready to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyone who has made it to this point, please go ahead and check out Segrain and Cool Kids channels. They are doing a lot of amazing work over there. And then feel free to comment on Drew's new dirt stash. I find it hilarious, as I have also shaved. No shave November. Gotta love those traditions. And yeah, if anyone wants to join along with these shenanigans, please go ahead and like and subscribe. It really does help us out. We're trying to get a lot of other projects going. We have our last Warlord watch list coming out in the next 2 weeks, and then we will be pivoting towards the podcast of I paid someone $100 to read One Piece,
right?
As well as some more reviewers' reviews. So a lot of fun things coming up soon.
Cool.
Above all, thank you all for being here. I'm the DarkBriton. These are my amazing Nakama. And please don't forget to